Hi there, everyone. Cathy here, your fellow female activist and wellness coach, but we can talk about that at another time. My calendar is below, just so you know. So today, this is an extra, and we are talking about the fallout that is Disney. Okay, so I'm actually going to share another YouTube channel video that I saw this morning that prompted this one. It's very excellent commentary, and I love it. But I'm coming to you from the point of view of someone who is a former cast member, i.e., I used to work for the Disney Corporation. So it was my lifelong dream to work for Disney. And I did it, okay? So not only did I work in Florida at the parks, over in Orlando, but then I also ended up working in Anaheim, California, okay? So it was my dream come true. I worked for the mouse, my first paycheck, right, many moons ago, had little the silhouette of Mickey everywhere, right? So I was so proud. Now, keep in mind that I was under the illusion that Walt Disney, the actual person, was somewhat of a visionary. And he was, okay? But I also fell for all of the, let's just face it, all the white supremacy that came along with what we took as the brand of Disney. Wholesome, family oriented. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But let's understand that I fell for a narrative that never was. So when I actually left the Walt Disney Company, on good terms, by the way, back in 2009, okay, a long time ago, I was okay with it, right? Funny enough, though, I never returned, okay? Now, when I mean return, so I worked in Anaheim, right? But I never returned or visited the parks after that. I did once head into downtown Disney, ate somewhere at a restaurant, but I never actually partook in any of the places I used to work. And same for Florida. I didn't go back, okay? It's been many, many, many decades now. So when this all went down, okay, and we should have known something was up, right? Back in December of 2024 when Iger capitulated, okay? He settled with the regime so that they would not keep getting sued. Now let's face it, the Disney brand is worldwide. So now, because Iger has once again capitulated, that was the worst move ever. Disney just isn't a US corporation, right? It is a world brand. And just as that video definitely says in a much better way than I can, again, this is my opinion from a former cast member, but understand this. What has been lost is not going to get gained back. And again, that other video says it very well, but from a former cast member, I was okay being paid less than market standards, okay, because I believed in the brand. I believed in the wholesomeness. I believe in the family unit, right, of basically it's all about making sure that the family is taken care of. And now that loyalty is gone, right? Again, I hadn't returned, I hadn't spent any money since 2009, quite literally, on anything to do with Disney. One of my sisters has Disney Plus, and so I would, head to her apartment and, check out anything Star Wars. I'm a diehard Star Wars fan, but it was never something that I don't have any of those apps. Okay, I don't have Hulu. I don't have Netflix, people. All right, I don't have any of, and so it's not a big deal for me not to have these anymore, right? One, because I never did, but even if my family let me watch their apps, I'm okay not having it. But this is the point I want to make. As someone who used to be loyal to the brand of Disney, right? Everything that the mission was, the idea of families, right? Of keeping the family unit together. And it doesn't matter what kind of family, just the idea that family comes first, right? That's lost. I cannot imagine why anyone that has a brand that's built worldwide on family values would ever have made this decision. And because of it, the world now, okay, so not just here in the US, no, there are theme parks all over the world. There are fledgling, right, companies that are part of Disney brand all over the world. It is a world brand. That is horrible now, because that means all of the other world locations, they're also going to be boycotted. Like, it's happening already. So not only did Iger piss off the US base, okay, he pissed off worldwide loyalty. And that may or may not be able to, I don't really think you can recover from that, honestly. Yes, they have millions and trillions of dollars, but you can't come back from crushing trust. You can't come back from totally negating loyalty. And that's what has happened. And so for all the world, okay, yes, boycott. Like, get rid of the subscriptions, all Disney. Stop watching the ESPN, like everything. Get rid of it all. Stop going to the parks. Understand that you have been betrayed, just like the people in the US have. And collectively, we can totally bring Disney to its knees. Tesla, right? That's a world brand. It's been destroyed. Same can go for Disney. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, because you're going to have diehards that are like, I want my Star Wars. I'm like, I know what you're talking about. But at least for the next, let's say even, 4 years, we can do it, okay? It's possible. Again, I was a diehard Disney fanatic for many, many years. And then I realized, no, it is just a corporation. And unfortunately, they proved that, okay? So what this is all about, stand by the actual values that Disney has abandoned. Make a better world for your family by standing up to fascism all over the world. All right? So, yeah, with that, everyone take care, take charge. God bless.